for their mining races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up the local. It's oppression, it's oppression. Hide my smile, I want to drink their sorrow. Still they swallow who they follow. And I find it kind of funny, find it kind of sad. The fleets in which they're dying are the best they've ever had. They find it hard to target, they find it hard to tank. When Asher flies in circles, they are very, very mad bros. Mad bros.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Push to Talk. And if Discord is working this week, the rest of the guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. You know, we might have, I'm not sure. We'll have to watch the instant replay a little later on whether we actually had no sound problems this time. I don't know if I did it right or not.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I started talking because I felt like it was too quiet, and you said you muted us.
Oh yeah, and that was fine. That was good. That was good. We have RJ here, who apparently we're not real sure why. So we're gonna find out during the show why he might have popped some popcorn, and he's eating popcorn very slow, like some sort of psychotic person at the movie theater. Do you have melted butter on that, or is that like healthy?
It's theater, man.
Okay, theater.
Theater
There we go.
stuff,
There we go. Paramedic, he looks like he's enjoying a little bit of artificial sun, because there's no way that's earthly sun for sure.
Well, you know, I'm vacationing in Delve because we got a little bit of R&R. We got some time to just kick back, huff spod, and enjoy ourselves after we ruined NC Dot.
Did you actually say huff spod?
Huff spod, yeah, that's what you do with
okay.
Spod.
Oh,
That's how I use Spod.
I did not know that. I'm gonna check that out. I didn't know.
I thought you huffed that booty croquette there.
Scythe. Now, just so everybody knows, Scythe could disappear at any minute. Okay, he is eagerly awaiting a shipment of alcohol to his house, which is how all alcohol should arrive at everybody's house worldwide.
I love the new laws. They're the best. I could get alcohol not from my area anymore. It's great.
Yeah, you don't live where I live. So and Mist, what are you doing down there? Oh, we can't hear Mist.
Yeah,
I can hear
you.
You.
Looking at girly mags.
No, I think he was looking at. Oh no, I can't say that. That's hate speech. It's NC and then an F word. That's not very appropriate anymore.
No.
Nah, that's not true.
Are you there, Miss? Can you guys really hear
They're
him?
just
And I
terrible
can't?
people.
Yeah, I can.
We can hear
you're
them,
having
dude.
that issue that you had before where you couldn't hear people.
How can you not hear people? Get hearing aids or something.
I'm a
old
little
man.
bit. Okay, everybody, just tolerate a little thing here while I disconnect and reconnect. Hold on. Did everybody enjoy that big ding on the show? Thanks.
God damn it, Eric.
Why can't you get your shit together?
I don't know. Caleb, so what's shaking in your neck of the woods? Caleb, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
I am getting over my whole crack addiction, or I'm trying to. So I've been pretty much hard mainlining Fortnite. So
Mainlining Fortnite.
He went into the forest of Fortnite and he tried to find himself, but he only found addiction.
There you go.
So now I'm back and I got the shakes and all that stuff. So
Cool.
A great Unreal game, by the way.
And we got Urandus, who's for some reason his cam wasn't working today, so we're sorry for those.
No,
of you.
it was Zoom. Zoom kept crashing whenever I opened it. It's gay.
So
I don't think you can have it open when you are also streaming to Chatterbait.
So
I think that might be it.
So
probably.
So our good-looking quotient on the show has gone down by a factor of at least 10 because Urandus isn't here. But you know,
don't be modest, Eric. It's gone down by at least a factor of 20.
Oh,
Get it right.
I'm sorry. I apologize. And who else do we have out? Anybody else out there? Oh yeah, we've got McLeod out there, not on video today.
Hello.
Holy crap! We were saying
Coward.
No. Everybody needs a little break from the camera every once in a while. It does, does a brain good. Let's see what we've got yapping around in the chat here. Trub feels like he needs to be high to watch us. Yes. If you are high...
It helps. It helps.
It helps. It helps. And if we get enough people who are high, we'll start showing pictures of, like, ho-hos and Twinkies and cakes. And that'll drive you all crazy. Yeah,
Loaded cheese fries.
Loaded cheese. Oh... You know what?
This is why we're going hard on the Gonzo reporting, right?
Next,
this is why Paramedic is dressed the way he is.
Next week,
just
taking
relax.
drugs to the next level.
This is how I relax.
Next week, I promise a big picture of loaded cheese fries. We'll be having some on Friday. So
I mean, you had some waffle fries earlier. Did you finish all those?
I did. I had that, and I had what I
You had
thought was
waffle fries and didn't share?
I thought it was a spicy chicken sandwich, but it ended up just kind of being a chickeny club thing. But it was still good. I had bacon, so bacon.
Bacon.
All right, so hold it. We have ho sign.
Random flying Twinkie.
That's, you know what I like.
Wait.
Hold on, we have RJ with a green screen, but we're not green screening him at all. That's the funny.
What's up now?
I don't know. You're just green today. It's just the way it is. It's gonna be that way.
I'm lucky I'm even here after last week.
That's true. RJ was not here last week because his wife hit him with a 9-iron.
Wow.
True story.
Good.
Wow, man.
Good choice. Of
Like
iron.
the way that you said that just made it sound like it was just a regular assault, you know?
Not a normal assault, but just a regular assault.
I can't wait till the jokes start up, but I got rear-ended really bad last week and had a really bad concussion.
Girl. Yeah, you got
I got
rear-ended.
10 stitches in my eye and everything because I hit the steering wheel. It was bad.
It's a great
The
option.
Gig X is his wife.
It was, yeah.
But the Gig X is Gig X's wife.
And
Are we unraveling things
we
right
might
here?
be.
Is this
You notice
RJ is
investigative?
Gig X confirmed.
I want to
Got-
point out that I went with the 9-iron story to avoid all the rear end jokes, and
Too late.
in
I made
RJ's
one.
house,
I made one
It
immediately.
did not work.
steering
Not
wheel is synonymous with the headboard. But hey, we won't really.
Hey,
I
it
will-
wasn't that bad. They said it would take me places, but not necessarily places I wanted to go.
So let's segue ourselves into talking about keep stars that aren't there anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with a little drink here. I got the Macallan 18 in honor of all the people who went in and beat the crap out of that thing and jumped all their Titans and supers and all that shit in there. I was just pretending to be a cameraman during that fight.
I could drink to that. I've got an Aberlour here that I drew from a cask myself on tour at
Excellent.
Aberlour.
Oh
So
my-
I'll have some drink to that Keep Star.
God, I forgot how smooth that was. Holy shit! Hold on, I gotta go in.
What are you drinking?
Who, me or Impera?
You.
I'm drinking Macallan 18. Holy fuck, is that smooth? It's just beautiful. I mean, it's like before the show, you guys missed it. I was just sitting here, just smelling it, getting
Just
high.
huffing it. Just huffing it.
Huffing
Like
some
Spot.
Macallan, like Spot.
Like Spot. Mm-hmm.
Spot.
That is
We-
apparently how you huff.
People have not truly huffed until they have huffed Spod.
There you go.
Right.
Spod huffing. It is a new thing in Delve. So
There's just so much laying around. You have to find interesting things for it.
Is this dangerous new epidemic going to affect your kids? Find
Probably.
out on Push to Talk.
Probably.
Right.
I hope so.
All right.
This is your brain. This is your brain on Spot.
I don't have to worry about
Is that reference
because
too
I'm-
old
Actually-
for most people?
Actually, wait a minute, RJ. Put the Twinkie image back up because this is your and an avatar. So this is your Titan, and then this is your Titan on Spot is the Twinkie.
It
when
really
you're,
it looks more like a guild highliner from Dune, really.
it does look like that. It does have the
Fire a
Hayliner thing
Doomsday
going
off
on.
of that, by the way.
What'd you say?
Fire a Doomsday from that that Twinkie, please. Thank you.
Has to be a white Doomsday, be like the sugary powder going.
I'm not sure that's sugary powder, dude.
No, get your head out of the
I love
gutter.
you. Thank you for getting the bit.
Life Shifter is gonna kick us off this channel. Holy shit.
OpenCom's going to call us. There's like a brand thing going, infringement situation.
No, they're going to thank us because they were not on last night. So we're pretty much servicing
Hold it.
the public
Hold
today.
it.
Right, you
What
are
do you mean?
servicing.
They weren't on last night?
They,
Oh,
they weren't on. They didn't have. Everyone was, otherwise involved.
Dirk was too busy
Something else.
taking pictures of his wife on the beach again.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
they gave us the R&R time. I
Mhm.
mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know?
So what are we gonna talk about next? Para, your choice.
Bring
My
us the
choice.
truth.
My choice. There's so much to choose from, but I'm still hung up on the timeshares idea.
Oh yeah. I mean,
We didn't explain that.
Right. Like we were talking about, I don't even remember how we got the timeshare. It's just one of these things that came out of our brain. But I think for 5 billion ISK,
A
you
month.
can buy a month. You buy 1 week on such as a Nix, and we just start time sharing them out. It gives people an opportunity to fly things they might not have on hand right away, right?
So I've already
Or to
sent
try
you-
out other things, right? You want some time on an Aeon? Okay. Don't buy an Aeon. Why would you do that? Just a
Grade 9.
timeshares. Yeah.
I've already sent the rough outline to the Matani, and I'm currently waiting for him to respond back with whether or not this is going to get approved or denied.
Oh,
You have to
that was-
PCC. You need to PCC Aerith.
Yeah,
That's,
this is a
Did
full
you,
fancy area.
It's hard to
situation.
CC on Jabber, but I can just copy pasta the link.
No, mate. Send it on Discord. Do a broadcast to all. Make sure you tag all the higher ups in it. So you'll get its attention quickly.
I noticed that you used my points reference rather than going straight out for the ISK. You buy
It was a very
points,
interesting idea because it does have that ability to sell it back, but then because let's say you have too many points, you buy 300 points, right?
right?
But you then
So what happens
you
if
don't
I buy-
want to use those 300 points. You've bought a super or whatever, and you don't have any use for those points. So you could just sell those back to the state, and the state will give you less money than you
Or
paid
you
back.
could sell them on down the line, right? You could sell them on.
Well, yeah, we talked about opening supercapitaltimeshares.com where we could have a secondary market for your timeshare.
Right.
Your
You've
super
already bought a
timeshare.
timeshare, but it turns out you're not going to be able to deploy that week, or it's the wrong kind of fleets on deployment, right? You bought timeshares for your Shield Super Pilot, but
only
Armor
Nexus
Supers
are being
out.
deployed.
Yeah, so what do? You sell them back to the next guy. He'll take your time, right, on the Nix. Then you can make money too. And that way we're building wealth where each subsequent sale, it goes up. Like this is the wealth.
I am being
The
corrected
well-
in
the
chat.
well-
I did not send it to the Matani. I sent it to the Matani. Peace be upon him.
It's an inverse funnel.
I think we need to get Urandus an intern job in the Cabal. By the way.
It's an inverse funnel system, right? Because a normal funnel, all the wealth drains out towards the bottom, but this way, all the wealth is trickling down to everybody below with each subsequent.
Wow! Did you just invent a model for proper trickle down economics?
This is the kind of stuff we're doing in Delve these days.
So the issue with that, Caleb, is I don't have nearly enough ISK for the Cabal to notice me.
Oh, but it's not about noticing. It's just about handling, bringing coffee and shit.
Bedwetter 904, I like being trickled on, is the best name comment combination I've ever seen.
It is. It is.
That was good.
By
That was good.
the
That
way,
needed a shout out.
Gentlemen, can we have a golf clap for?
Right.
There you go.
That was good.
Wait, remember it's 2 fingers, palm, butt of the hand, butt of the palm.
No, you can use all 4 fucking fingers.
No.
How many?
No.
That's what she said.
Are we still talking about clapping now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, so
you have the clap. What?
Unfortunately, we discovered that we don't have enough supers amongst us to fully support what we expect the demand to be.
There's gonna be some serious market growth.
Para mentioned, or Uranus, I forget which one, mentioned that
the idea was originally paramedics. So I just grabbed it and ran with it.
Well, in order to build our fleet, we could reverse mortgage some super capitals in our fleet to build it.
Right. So if anyone out there is interested in reverse mortgaging your super, you need a little bit of quick cash, hit us up. Or, you could just lend us the super also. Hold on, what are we in? I'm in Goonfleet proper. You can go ahead and trust me. Just give me money. And it'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
Eric's already bought most of the futures for the market on the inverse pyramid scheme. So if you you have to talk to him about buying those future options.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
You're not selling yet.
Oh well, we'll all sell it. This is going to be a push to talk initiative here within Goonfleet, I believe.
As long as nobody's in Karma Fleet or somebody who doesn't let you engage in high risk ventures,
there you go.
Of the recruitment sort, for example, or other.
There seems to be a demand out here in chat for some timeshares on Drakes. So we might
timeshare.
Yeah,
600 billion ISK a month, by the way. 600 billion.
Drake timeshares
so valuable. You
really depends on what fleet we're going on.
You can't really get a good Drake timeshare anymore. That Drake property is just going like crazy.
By the way,
the real problem
you know what? I will make you a deal. 600 million for 1 month use of my Drakes.
The real problem is
600 million.
The insurance against commissaring on these Drakes.
Yeah,
is just because they get commissarred a lot.
You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna build Drakes and let people timeshare them as long as they for a reduced rate, as long as they promise to take them on interceptor fleets.
Yes.
Right. That's it. If you that shouldn't be a problem.
That won't cause any problems.
Drakes with racing stripes cost more. So.
Right. I don't see that causing a problem of any sort.
That's true, actually. I heard that Drakes with racing stripes do in fact cost more.
Did I say this is fucking good? Shit.
Yes.
That was as good as not watching that Keepstar render its explosion the other night.
We blew up that Keepstar so hard,
dude,
that it didn't even have time to explode.
I could not believe how lopsided that fight was. I did not expect that at all. Not that early.
That was pretty mental, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we could probably go back. We could probably find my prediction. I think I might have mentioned it on the show itself. I had called that they were going to sit and trade Titans with us until 10% and then leave. And I gotta say, not only was I wrong, but I'm kind of disappointed and shocked that I was wrong in such a way, because I actually thought better of NC Dot.
When I heard that PL was moving their fleet in to help, I expected a real fight at that point, and we really didn't get it.
I'm really surprised that PL doesn't know how to light a Sino. That
is actually a question.
It explains a lot about Providence, right? It explains a lot about what went down in Providence if they're lighting their Sinos just way the fuck out there. They don't know where they go. Yeah.
True.
No wonder they had to run away. They probably tried to drop their supers on test while Test was moving into Pravi, and somehow they ended up in low sec. Just oops! Oh shit! I put the Sino in the wrong place, guys.
So
they're getting better.
Is that really our opinion here? Is that what we think actually happened? Is that they finally learned how to Sino properly? Like, is that going to be a thing?
They got closer for sure. They were in the right system this time, not in position on the grid. There's a little bit more needs, kind of honed in there.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, trying to do the math here.
It was pretty surprising. I was pretty surprised by the whole situation, honestly.
By the way, I must not have the right buttons clicked this week. I did subscribe for my 31 months, and I said, a toast to PL Sinos. So there we are.
Have we discussed the DTU and how that's been cut in half and how goons are dying because the DTU is proof of our activity?
That's B control, right? B control.
B control is so responsible for that.
B
guys.
control did it.
So many Bs controlled here in the last couple weeks.
They did it, boys. They got us.
It does have B control thing does have a unexpected side effect of spontaneous combustion of keep stars.
Can I talk about B control for a second? Olmeca Gold called them out on Reddit as ineffective, and that is like if Olmeca Gold is calling you out for being shit at dropping on goons, pack it up. That's it. You're done.
I think we had somebody in our corp dropped on today, right? And that was an utter failure.
No, someone on this show was dropped on earlier.
No, I thought it was...
No, someone on this show, his name starts with a Urandus.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Urandus, can you tell us about your learning experience with being dropped on today? This was a learning experience.
Wait, was that today or last night? Was that
this was last night.
This was last night, right? This was that last night, like way the fuck out there, right?
So I'm minding my business. I'm out there, supporting the war effort against the evil rocks, against the Spudderman.
Yeah, the Spudderman.
And local space with like 7 or 9 reds. It's like a couple of cruisers, like a Saber, and a whole bunch of other small shit. Like nothing that was actually gonna be a threat against the Rorqual.
Like too many reds.
Yeah.
Though, like 9.
They weren't dreadnoughts. They didn't bring enough to be like actual threat. So I went on to I did what any responsible goon would do. I went onto Theta Comms and said, "Hey guys, I'm being tackled. Can you guys help?" And they're like, yeah, sure. I mean, are you active or passive tanked? And I'm like, well, I'm passive tanked. And then they all made fun of me because I'm passive tanked Rorquals, and apparently ancillary shield boosters are a thing. So they're like, God damn it, we're going to have to come save you.
Can I back you up a little bit?
Because, anyway, so...
Can I back you up a little bit? I'm missing a step between local spiked and I'm tackled.
Well, yeah, so
I want to know about how that went.
Yeah, so local spiked, and then they warped onto grid, and then the Saber bubbled up.
What did you do?
I did the responsible thing and went siege red and turned on my hardeners.
Why did you go right? Siege red hardeners. Okay, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
So
what'd you do with your excavators?
Excavators in the way.
Excavators were pulled in. Don't worry, I'm not that stupid. Excavators pulled in. So far,
into the way too,
besides the only mistake being that the fact that I'm passive tanks, everything else is pretty decent, right? Everything is going according to plan. So, turns out I only equipped like 20 or so light drones. So they killed all my light drones, so I had no way to defend myself. Effectively, at least. And so they're like, well, we have 2 faxes on standby. Go ahead and light your Sino. And I'm like, all right. So, you know, going through the checklist. I'm siege red. My panic module is not on. Hardeners are on. Everything is good. Click the Sino button.
Nothing Sino inhib.
No Sino. No. There wasn't a Sino inhib. No Sino.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
You know what? The one thing I forgot to bring.
No, what did you forget to bring?
I forgot to bring liquid ozone.
Why though?
What do you mean I forgot to bring it? It's like standard in your freaking inventory.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I didn't have any.
Explain yourself, son.
Yeah.
And as soon as I realized I didn't have any liquid ozone, I started freaking out, and like I literally wanted to log off and rage quit and just never come back to Eve. The honorable thing that someone
you came
should do.
so
after.
close to winning.
I know.
Oh,
The honorable thing someone should have done after being tackled, and not having any liquid ozone for his Sino.
Theta ruining lives once again.
And so I just went on comms, and I'm just like, hey, just let me die. I forgot liquid ozone. Let me go out in peace, and I will just never log into Eve again. And they're like, nah. Minakawa's just go ahead and jump to the Sino in that system and go rep his ass. And I'm like, no, let me die. I deserve to die.
What happens when somebody webs your
And so they
ass?
saved me, and now I'm forever to be in shame.
A scrub lord.
Yeah. Were you huffing a little spod there before you undocked? Is that why you forgot your liquid ozone?
No, I was in such a panic because my spod, my supply of spod ran out, so I had nothing to huff. So in my panic, I just undocked the Rorqual and I need more spod now.
This is what addiction does.
Yeah.
To people.
Yeah, it is.
Shame.
This is what addiction does. Makes you forget your liquid ozone.
Do that again.
Shame.
It's the bells that
Epic.
makes that rock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look at that. See, Data Friend says, never do that again. Never do that again.
Data friend, were you there?
And by the way,
Minakawa's to save our poor young.
How
child,
how much liquid ozone do I have now?
A lot. I'd hope.
he has
got
so much.
somewhere between 10,000 and 12,000 liquid ozone in the hole, a ridiculous amount that I don't.
Right,
need.
you are lighting Sinos when you get on grid to start mining, and you just keep them going. You
It's
just
like
keep
that-
the Sino up.
It's like that salesman slaps top of a Oracle. You can fit so much liquid ozone in this fleet hangar.
And now it's like, how many light drones are you carrying?
Yeah, well, the next thing
Like
you're going to
50.
say is, shit, I got so much liquid ozone, I don't have any heavy water.
It's true.
I guess that wasn't as funny as it was in my brain, so... sorry
Yeah,
about that, guys.
that was pretty
I
shit.
apologize. I'm just going to sit here and drink more of this. And
Mm-hmm.
Go to your room and
I
think
wonder...
about what you had.
I wonder if I... This is terrible. If I sniff this enough, will I just pass out and fall over?
That's
Probably.
what happens with Spod.
There you go.
Probably not
That's
strong enough.
That's a
Why
spot-
do people think there's so many people AFK all the time Rorqual mining? They're not leaving their computers. They're just huffing that spot and
There you
just
go.
down they go.
They're just at their computer like this.
They're just passed out.
Mhm.
They saw too much booty crocite, huffed too much spot, and then they just fucking pass out.
There
But
go.
you know what? Shout out to our Rorqual miners. Shout out to all of our miners and ratters in Delve, because I don't know if any of y'all knew this,
Mhm.
but we have a lot of Titan.
I have a question. Does anybody
The rock
know?
menace is real, and the boys out in the front lines killing those rocks are doing God's work.
That's the real elite PvP.
Now, we all know that, Delve is down a little bit here because, when you're deployed, you can't really mine.
Do anything.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought it was the R&R.
Yeah, but...
What? I thought it was B control.
well, maybe.
Okay.
But does anybody know what they're doing in Declan?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
I mean,
they're not
do-
defending.
Do we want to take a look? I don't know. We're halfway through the show. Do we want to...
Eric, are you telling me that we might have some graphics that we could look at here to really explain the situation?
We might.
Oh fuck, man! I have a booty crocite for graphics.
Should we go look? We'll run a little Eve news and then
Yeah, someone even news this.
There we go. There's our Eve News, and that was beautifully screwed up because I, messed up the framing there. Let's go. Let's go take a look at some of the data we gleaned off of the monthly economic report here related to Declan. Let's take a look here. Wow, look at this. Holy crap. So what we're looking at here is a little total income by month, which includes ratting and mining. What do we have to say about this, boys? Anything interesting here?
There seems to be a trend. I'm not sure exactly what it's showing.
Kind of looks
I can see some sort of trend.
Some sort of trend.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some sort of para. What do you think about this trend? I mean, it doesn't look too bad, does it?
I'm mostly impressed with how well they did in May. I mean, look at those numbers. They're over the 2,000 mark.
That'd be 2.3 trillion.
That's a lot of trillions.
It is.
That's a lot of trillions for Declan. July though. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
What happened, guys?
Those look like rookie numbers.
They gotta get them numbers up, man.
Somebody has to. You know what?
It's like my recruitment numbers. They're shit right now.
Maybe we can send some of our workable pilots over there, show them how it's done.
Bay Trap Cindy's pretty.
I don't know, man. Like, we killed one last night up there, along with a dread that was with it for some reason. I guess there were more. They're trying-ish, maybe? I don't know.
You mean there was a Rorqual with a dread there to protect it?
I think there was more. I came in kind of on the back end of everything.
No.
But, yeah, there was a Phoenix that got wasted, and a Rorqual that got wasted last night, trying to do things.
Hold it. I'm told that the spin is we need to add all the north together.
Okay, first, let me say that we don't need to spin anything when we do that. Like, that's just...
Right.
These are numbers. They don't lie.
We don't have to spin the numbers when we add those all together. And
I think
if I could choose one Imperium system...
Hold it. I think his reference was that the North is saying that you have to add all the North. You can't just include Declan.
Oh, right.
Well, in that case, you have to add all the South as well, because...
Well, no, you don't.
Because Goons only own Delve, so we'd have to compare just Delve to all of the North, because
Guys,
that's the only fair comparison.
No, that doesn't seem fair. That seems like what...
Just like how we should have on Wednesday. Just like how on Wednesday, what we should have done the honorable thing. And once we realized that NC and PL couldn't load and couldn't doomsday because of lag, we should have stopped shooting at the Keep Star and done the honorable thing.
I want to say, like, that's... my dogs are very upset because you guys are... It's not fair to compare Delve to all the rest of the North. So what I would offer up is Fountain. Fountain alone, which is still doing better than... the North combined. The North combined. Declan.
So here's my question: who should we add in here from the North?
Add the Goons in there. Then it might have some non-rookie numbers.
Who should we? What region should we add in here?
So for Declan, we should also add in Pureblind, Cloud Ring.
Cloud Ring. Hold on. Slow. Sorry for the little thing in the side there. So Cloud Ring and Declan and Branch and Pure
Branch, No, not Teneferous. Is it Teneferous?
Tenerifus, but that's over in the...
Tenal.
Who else should we...
Not Venal, though. We can't count Venal because we all know that that's just Goons Blazing.
Mm-hmm. Right. You also need to add Fade, because everyone forgets about Fade.
All right. Who else?
And Tribute.
Is that enough, guys? Is that good?
I think that's fair. That feels fair to me.
Seems good.
Yeah.
Add all those together.
Hold it. Tribute. There it is. Okay. Ready? You ready?
Yes.
My body is ready.
So all we gotta do is add these. Holy shit! Tributes better than all of them.
Tributes.
Branch. Look at
Branch is killing it. Branch is killing it. What is Branch? Who's in Branch?
Nobody wants to. You can't get any of the shit out of Branch, so you mine all you want up there.
Yep, have it. Branch.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
So that's really interesting.
So you got about 5, 6.
So here's what I'm looking at.
8, 9. You got about 9 trillion there, right? 9 trillion.
You can. you can see how Declan is, currently not in the best state right now. But you know whose numbers have been relatively constant, like up and down, but not going too down.
Who?
Whoever seems to be in tribute. I'm not up to date on my EVE politics, so I don't necessarily know who's in tribute right now.
I don't know either, but should
Tribute's NC.
Should I put Delve in here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just put Delve in here.
Yeah, put it in there just so people can see.
Put Delve.
Okay.
Are you going to change it to... You might need to change it to a lot.
There we go.
Oh,
there we
dear.
go.
Oh my
Yikes.
God!
Oh dear, look how
Perspective,
badly we're
gentlemen.
hurting.
Holy
though. Look
hell.
Oh,
You might
Oh my
actually need to do
God.
like the CCP quant thing and just put it on a logarithmic scale, so that way it looks somewhat judgeable.
You know what? Somebody might be making money here. I'm not sure who.
it was me. I was making money. I'm sorry. I didn't know we were deployed.
So
You
even
mean in-game money? No, I've been at work. Sorry.
if you give them 8 or 9 trillion, right? They're just not there. And by the way, if
I love how
and
love
we're
how
not
this
even
goes
adding
green.
in Quirius
In all fairness-
or Fountain or
Right.
Eric, there's a precedent for you actually correcting these numbers per capita. I do think that might be needed.
No,
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 that's not how this works.
yeah.
No.
Fuck per capita, because you'll never figure it out.
Right.
Goons live in wormhole space.
This is an indication of the efficient use of space.
So let me take the North out of here for a little bit here. Let's play a little game, right? And let's who do we want to add here? So let's take Tribute out of there. So we probably want to let's just put Delve, Fountain, and Quirius in here. How about that?
So besides anyone in like Imperium space, who is the second runner up as far as most ISK in their region?
Let's see. Oh, look at that. So if we say Fountain and Quirius, just those two sparsely populated systems, because you fly through Quirius and not see anybody for days, right? Just those two equal about more than what I think they got in the entire North.
Pretty much.
They're at 10T there. That's at 10 trillion.
Yeah, and they did pretty good. But, goons go on deployment, and they still make 15.7 trillion. They're on deployment.
People that missed the pings, right?
Eric, I think we need to do the obvious point fingers and shame. McLeod, why isn't Initiative using Fountain better?
Because we're on deployment, man. We've been on deployment for fucking ages.
But
why though?
They're reverse mortgaging their Titans.
You can't track reverse mortgages on Titans, guys.
That's the problem. It's not in the MER. If you have a reverse mortgaged Moloch, that's half T right there.
Where's the Grand Negus? we'll get him. He'll show up probably. Who knows? So if we look at let's just look at.
You also have to understand, by the way, guys. So you also have to understand as well that the initiative is only 3,200 people strong, 3,300 people strong.
And all of those are
31,000. Like you're 10 times the size.
Yeah,
and when they get deployment pings, they actually deploy. It's not like some keeps.
So I don't feel like Initiative has to do damage control here, guys. It's all good.
Yeah. I think they should, though.
We really need elite PvP, and we don't have it in Goonswarm Federation because we
only kill.
I mean, realistically, if Initiative had 10 times the amount of people in it, in the same way that Goonswarm has 31,000 to 3,000, could be potentially doing 10 times the amount of ISK and mined materials, which means our 3,000 would be 30,000, not 15,000.
We're approaching the Goon Hammer 40K.
But by the way, Q-Man the Great. Nobody knows who the Grand Negus is. It is even I don't know. It's a big secret. He just every once in a while.
I mean, can we just make guesses? Because I'm pretty sure we.
Hold it. Sadis is telling us we just picked up another corp today in the Imperium. So we don't know who they are, but one thing we will say is that Scythier is working hard. We'll go back, and by the way, we're just mining per minute.
Oh, we're talking about this now.
Just kind of goes 18.65 million ISK per minute in Declan, which is pretty freaking bad. But I
actually didn't know that you could get a Grand Nagus from voice modulation. I think it's so awesome.
I forgot to turn the Eve News little logo off. So we didn't have audio snafu. We had terrible other things snafu. Oh, look, RJ's been replaced by some laughter and who knows. Hold it.
That's my
something happened to Scythe. What happened to
Luke?
Scythe?
I don't know. Somehow I'm upside down.
Oh my god.
There's numbers. There's numbers and scales. I got lost.
It's all this winning.
I think I'm upside down.
So, you'd asked what's going on in the north.
Yeah.
And
I see.
I'm in goon jail because I haven't been participating on the deployment because I've been working.
By the way, this is a true story. Since you showed a tumbleweed, we have to have a tumbleweed story. My brother-in-law actually paid most of his way through college selling tumbleweeds on eBay. It's the people pay big money for those. So if you're tumbleweeds, sell them on eBay. It's
catching them is really hard. I've heard you have to.
Catching them, lasso. Yeah, you have to lasso.
You have to wrestle them, and then you wrestle them to the ground, and you're rolling around. It's
tying them up is a little tough, but
right, exactly.
So I was going to say, Sadis said another corp joined. I was going to wonder if it was Scythe's big work trying to recruit another corporation to.
I'm not trying that hard. That's the best part. I sent one message, and I haven't.
That will never happen.
It will never happen. These guys are terrible, but they're people we used to play with, and
they're not
I thought
terrible.
I'd an Arlo play.
I would not say anything bad about the guys, but I'm gonna. Oh, this is good stuff.
Their monetization strategy was not there when we used to play with them.
If somebody said that if I drink the rest of this I die, I'd still drink it. It's so good.
Right.
That's like me with ice cream. Should I eat this entire gallon of ice cream? Probably not. Am I going to anyway?
Probably.
Yeah.
Really depends on the ice cream, I think.
And then Jerry's.
I mean, if you go just vanilla or chocolate, I don't think so.
I don't know how I'm upside down.
No, you got to get the caramel. Caramel is so great in ice cream.
Sadis.
That's inappropriate, Sadis. I don't. No. This is a very classy show.
But if it tasted this good, just forget it.
We're very classy.
So you're saying if your mom's urine was that great, you still would drink it?
Yeah, so would you. Trust me. All right. What are we gonna talk about? Yeah, what do we got? We got 15 minutes left. The 15-minute warning. What are we gonna go with today?
Are we going to talk about the article, or are we?
You know what? I didn't read the article. Why don't you talk about the article, Caleb?
I think it's a big deal. I'd let Paramedic, because I'm pretty sure that he's had his fingers in.
Oh, I had very minimal fingers in that article, but Seventh Estate, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Seventh Estate apparently has so a few days ago. They said they were going to come up to Fade, right, and make use of the space that CO2 is not making any use of, as we saw from the report there.
Okay.
Somebody should mind those things. But what it turns out is Jay Maricady was like the puppet master behind the throne, like the power behind the throne of Seventh Estate, and that hadn't been disclosed to anybody, so you can't really make diplomatic deals with people who don't tell you who they are, right? Like diplomacy is dependent on trust, and if you don't even tell us who you are, and then especially if you're Jay Maricady and you don't tell us who you are, so that didn't turn out. Is basically what it is. There's a lot more detail. There was some very good investigative journalism took place from INN, and that's available. That's the headline item this morning on Imperium.news.
So who is Jay Maricady for those me who don't know?
Well, he's a very old weird and interesting meta player. He's been involved in some semi-ugly doxing stories, and he's pretty much always in the background, seeding stuff and funding stuff and pulling weird strings and trying to get relevance, I'd say. And then he had a huge falling out a while back with, I think it was Lady Scarlet. So there's a lot of bad blood there now. He's also got a little bit of history with Sword Dragon and that whole real life story that was out in 4 or 5 months ago.
I mean, this is the persona non grata was pretty much everybody, right? Lady Scarlet, no. Sword Dragon, bad blood. FCon history, so not great with the Imperium. We got he tanked DRF recently. He did DRF in. He's just not
so he's pretty much ingratiated himself with Jintan and trying to manipulate him into creating this whole new alliance thing and being in the background all the time. So I don't know exactly what's going on. It's just it's a story that's evolving, and details are still coming out. And as I said, Jay is a very interesting and weird character. I haven't really figured out where to place him, but he's pretty much making a lot of enemies left, right, and center. So
Jintan, I'm sorry to hear this, but if you're listening, Jin, just know AMOC is recruiting.
Oh, good God, that's true though.
They're always recruiting.
They are recruiting. Yeah, no, that's the sad thing to hear, because the Seventh Estate is talking a very good game. I think that what they're aiming to do is admirable, and I'd like to see that continue. Now that the power behind the throne, right now that we've unveiled the puppet master here, and we've seen that Oz is like this little J. Maracady shaped weirdo. He's out. He can be excised, and then hopefully the Seventh Estate can continue. That's my hope. But where this will actually go, it's hard to say, I think.
That's funny, Sadis. So, it's a big deal. I hear there was a lot of research that went into that, Caleb.
Oh, yeah. It was not on the same scale as the Olivia story, but definitely similar procedures. And I don't want to speak too badly about Jay because I really don't know him that well.
Yeah.
But it just feels to me as if he's putting alts and weird characters in pretty much every little hovel possible. And I think weeding him out is going to be very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the future of the Seventh Estate, to be honest. I thought it was an amazing project, and I had really high hopes for Jintan and the whole idea of having him run a coalition. But we'll see if it actually gets cleaned out and things gets fixed, so we can move on. But yeah. It's an interesting story, and anyone that's interested in the meta and the whole stuff should definitely read up on this.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the thing and the latest thing for quite a while.
Right, it's kind of a Saturday morning cartoon villain situation too, where it was kind of like he pops up here and there in these evil plots, and then he's unveiled, and it's like, I'll get you next time.
Yep, pretty much that. Apparently, it seems as if he's been doing that since 2004, allegedly.
Right, like just anywhere that something's gone horribly wrong, he's Weasel. He's like Cobra Commander or something, right? He's involved in it in a weird
Skeletor.
Or Skeletor, right? Like he's behind it somehow.
Skeletor.
So, you just posted something, Paramimetic, in there about something you registered, right? And these are very high-tech graphics that I'm gonna show right here. So if you check in Goonfleet, right, in the section for what do we call it? I don't know. What does Minitrue do, Para?
Propaganda?
Propaganda section. Jeez, I don't know. Senior
Not
moment
brainwashing.
Yeah,
we don't do any brainwashing, contrary to popular belief.
But so we've got these really beautiful movie posters, and you mentioned Coward's Mother never weeps, right? So
right, that's my Titan, my future Komodo pilot. The really good posters.
And No Country for Faction Titans.
These are No Country for that's the prequel.
Right. So go download that. These are going to be my new work backgrounds for my work computer eventually.
Nice.
And I really think that I might take the actual digital piece to a print shop like somebody else did that they posted and get those suckers printed up because they're going to look damn good on a wall.
They do come out really well. Those were both of those pieces were done by Redline 13, who's a up and coming figure in the Ministry of Truth. He's done some really great work. He's also now working for INN doing some header art, and I think occasionally he flies some fleets in the north and blows things up. I've heard.
Fantastic.
I've heard rumors. I'll go ahead and plug also Scare Bears Initiative, which is Redline 13 and mainly Cash, who are FCs, Imperium FCs, who are doing their best to take naive, childlike mining Care Bears from Delve and turning them into Yakta-fueled murder machines up north. And it is happening. And I can personally say both of those are fantastic FCs who can help even the least seasoned guy who can't even find F1 on his keyboard, and they'll tell you where F1 is and help you push it at the right time and really build up your ability to be much more elite PvP than, say, Pandemic Legion or, guys who can, you'll be able to light a Sino in the right place.
There you go.
After these guys are done with you.
You'll remember, after they're done with you, you'll remember to bring LO into your work pool.
Absolutely. Hey, I wanted to take a couple minutes here. Mist Warden had mentioned that he wanted to discuss a couple of the upcoming events and things of that nature. So, Mist, you've been pretty quiet. We've been taking over the screen time. So,
to let everyone know, we've got 2 events coming up soon. We've got the Caldari's event. It's called... Let me just pull up the notes from the dumpster that I pulled that was on fire. And Marcus recruiting, by the way. The Caldari Union Day is going to be an event coming soon, maybe. We've also got a Abyss-themed event. Now, a couple days ago, CCP announced that they would be taking down the suspect flag that you get for doing a level 4 and a level 5 event in HiSec. That was seen as a possibility of them trying to get more people to do the events because the popularity has kind of slipped off a little. But effectively, it's so people can run the event in HiSec without getting shot often. We're going to have Cerberus accelerators, the next best thing to free skill injectors you find in a wreck that got shot and you steal it from someone who was doing RMT. Then there's some other stuff for future events. So, and a loot box which contains unstable shield and armor auxiliaries, mutaplasms. So, and that's for a limited time apparently. So that's going to be popular. Pretty much it. There's a few more skins coming out for the medical series for the Logi ships, both Tech 1 and Tech 2. Some more lore items, which certain people are crunching over to see if there's anything coming from that. But we are expecting something else from the Abyss at EVE Vegas. That's pretty much it. So more Cerberus boosters coming up soon. Grind the Abyss for events. Points mean prizes, but we won't find out until the event goes live on the 21st, I want to say. And it will run for 2 weeks. And lots of people die in the Abyss because they probably haven't done it for a bit.
There you go.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
You're not missing much, Carol. If anyone's got any questions, type away in chat.
I didn't hear it. You mentioned ship remodels coming out. I know they're not really big ship remodels, but
yeah, there is a few.
I've been looking at them. quite extensively on Sissy, and I think they did an excellent job, even though they are like industrials and haulers and whatever. I think whoever's modeling them like to do weapons at some point in their modeling career, but I think they look badass, and their little animations they got on them when you're flying are excellent.
They are quite. Some of their ships are really quite cool. They were doing the.
By the way,
about an article.
For skins on those, what is it? The ghost one, the white, whatever the white one is, that looks badass on those.
Yeah, it's a medical. So it's like rapid emergency response vessels skins collection.
Yeah, they look badass on there, so I can't wait till those come out. Might go die in a hauler.
There's a new skin for everyone's favourite totally not broken ship, the Rorqual. A collection of funny items, like a pile of logs, retired server hamsters, well-worn fedoras, all of that junk. But yeah, more stuff coming soon.
Alrighty, let's go.
I don't know if I can get this to show up, but people are making comments about Paramedic's outfit. I'm gonna see if that link will go through and actually bring the picture up. There you go. That's what Paramedic is trying to embody right there. But that cover / movie.
Yeah, I'm hoping
I
that you
wasn't
will...
trying to do anything, but I guess that is how it turned out. I really wasn't.
Lies. It's a great book. I don't know how good the movie is because it's alright.
Paramedic.
Then you can do the Dr. Gonzo character and.
What's the Dr. Gonzo character? I already forgot.
That's the character played by Benicio del Toro. That's
yeah. Okay. Nah.
So
you and Para can go full on Fear and Loathing in Del or something.
I gotta get an image to see if I can pull that off.
We're gonna go Fear and Loathing in Del. It's
my
gonna be
hair
a look
is not
into
that
the
long, and I do not have a wig.
Well, we're going to do a Fear and Loathing in Delve. It's going to be a look into the darkest corners of the underground spodumene trade in Delve, just how far people will go for salvage, for mining. I've seen people in Noctises murdering each other to salvage a large wreck before, just a normal one, not even a Dark Blood one. I've seen some crazy shit on the streets as a salvager, and we're gonna go deep.
The Money Mountains is pretty much paralyzing Delve. It's like they're going crazy there.
Yeah, it's
bestial.
So
bestial, yeah, exactly. Spod is the new drug that's ruining Eve.
Yeah, we think that it's pretty much the war on drugs thing. It's the crack of Eve.
For sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So before
I've already developed a really bad skill injector habit. I have no money as a result. That's how I'm getting in on my.
That's a rich man's drug. That's like coke.
So you're
main... Right. It is. It's a rich man's drug.
The spot is dirty, right? It's dirty like crack.
Spot is a drug of
Spot is
mining
meth,
people.
Right. Yeah. Spot is fucking meth. All right.
It's a meth of.
And you know what a gateway drug to Spot is? Veldspar. If you stuff Veldspar, you are going to get hooked on Spot, and then we're going to find you dead in an asteroid belt.
Not even once. Mining, not even once.
No. We need to come with like a DARE type organization for Eve. Like, I don't know if. Wait, are y'all too old to know what DARE is? That's the question.
No, I
still have DARE.
Do they really? Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Still do DARE. Yeah.
How about Power Team? Do they still have Power Team in schools? Whatever the heck that thing was.
No, that would have been done in the 80s for sure. Nobody would have. Maybe the 90s.
It was in the 90s because I remember seeing them when I was in like elementary school.
Right, because it was probably a government program. So by the 90s, something like Power Team was well past cool. It was Bastu already, and then they would have adopted that.
When I left public school, it was do hugs, not drugs. So.
And Sixth Empire is working on an.
Hold on, you can't touch another student, sir. You'll get expelled.
And that's why they had to stop doing that.
They just went back to drugs. Drugs are safer than hugs.
So when I was in middle school, it was get high on yourself.
Don't comment on that, Urandus.
So what you're telling me is we'll put a little Coke right there.
So does that like involve like smoking bodily fluids or something?
I have no idea.
You know what goes great in a vape? Urine.
Oh my god.
RJ, that's a joke for you, sir.
All right, so before we wrap up here and do the one more thing, I want to say I'm
vaping my own piss.
It's a Bear Grylls. It's millennial Bear Grylls. I'm vaping my own piss.
Yeah. All right, guys.
You heard it here first.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Before we do one more thing and go around the room, right? I want to. We had a follow from at Beast Troll MCD. Please, if you have enjoyed the show at all and you want to support INN, please shoot a sub our way for INN. Shoot a follow our way if you're not a follower and get notified of everything. I also want to let everybody know you can donate to the show just by clicking to donate down below.
How do I sub again?
I can't find the button. It's the big green button up top, and if you got Amazon Prime, it is free to sub to this channel every month, so you can do that. INN has split into 2 channels. For those who don't know, we have FatB TV, so that's another good one to go out there and follow. FatB TV is our variety streaming, and if you missed Boat's show yesterday, you missed a great game called Fort.
That's what I've been playing this whole show.
And pre-show, that's pretty much what we were playing here. We're playing Fort. It's fantastic. It's great fun. But check out FatB TV. A lot of our variety streamers that you're used to seeing here on INN are over there. And Imperium News is dedicated to shows about Eve. All our talk shows, all our streaming, everything. Special events, Keep Stars that might go boom in the night. Are all here.
That's a song right there. Keep Stars in the Night.
Keep Stars that go boom in the night.
Ministry of Truth.
We do Keep Stars in the Night.
Yeah.
Exchanging clothing.
Yeah.
Separate ways, but about Keep Stars.
There you go.
Right. That would work.
So let's go around the horn here. Let's start with the folks who are not on cam. Let's start out there with McLeod. What do you got here for our last thoughts for this?
Last thoughts is well, I mean, I wanted to say basically unlucky to the Initiative's sort of AT team who kind of went out today, but you know what? We hazed a bunch of fucking Titans and stuff up north, so that's not bad. I don't mind.
All right, you ready? Let's go over to Urandus.
I'm still face palming from what Scythe said.
Oh, about the vape? Yeah, you're welcome.
So Urandus is speechless. Let's mark that down, guys. That's a record somewhere. Who's our show statistician? We gotta mark that down.
I think his mind is just positive whether or not he should try it.
He's gonna try it. I know. Urandus is an experimenter.
And some folks told me, I just got told my mic is a bit loud compared to everybody else, and I had just adjusted it up mid-show because people said I was soft. So sorry about that, folks, if I was a little loud. All right, anybody else off show? I don't think so, right? Let's go to RJ. What do you got there, RJ? Green background and all that we didn't, make cool.
More winning inbound.
Are you tired of winning?
I need an IV, man. Like, I'm getting dehydrated but I need more. We're just more winning inbound. I guarantee it's going to happen.
RJ, you had a prop, a mascot, as it were, you never brought on.
Yeah, I did. Be careful with that whole hydration thing.
No, we don't. I think
it's really bad for your hydration levels.
I think
it's the salt. The salt is dehydrating me.
Yeah, it's
salt. There's so much salt everywhere.
Oh, it was Scythe. It wasn't me.
I'm always loud. Even when we crank me down, I'm loud.
Scythe's mic, just so you guys know, is at 10%. Just
in
case anybody's wondering, he has a range, and this is normal human.
Yeah.
And if you look up at the ceiling, that's probably about 10 feet above me. That's about where Scythe's normal range is.
Yeah.
You can use the same filter that you use with boat fleets.
It's true. Yeah, boat fleet.
Same audio filter. It's just it captures.
We need to do that. Everyone say hi to Jar 3388. All right, who's next? Let's go to Caleb. Did you get a chance to say something, or did I skip?
Not yet. No.
You've only done RJ.
RJ. Okay, let's go to Caleb.
Well, I'm just waiting for Ministry of Truth to bring out that poster thing with the Mittani with the mission accomplished thing?
Mission accomplished. Oh, we need an aircraft carrier for that. Do we know anybody? I think we might know somebody.
I think
we know a guy with a tugboat.
We know a guy. I know a guy with a
big
missile cruiser.
I think we're going to be doing timeshares on aircraft carriers.
Oh,
yeah. Right. Yeah. With reverse mortgages inbound after.
With a reverse mortgage option, for sure.
Yeah. Multiple points on that.
Don't give the DoD any ideas.
Can we? We'll call them.
Fuck's sake.
We'll call them Delta points.
We're gonna give Russia timeshares to the USS Washington.
Sure.
Oh my god.
They already have them. All right.
It's gonna be the new Halliburton DoD thing. Time sharing carriers to the Russians.
There you go. Well, they need a few. All right, Mr. Warden, you're up, brother.
I felt really good to be able to go back to Delve and mine again with some Liquidos on in my bay, just in case I got jumped on, which I didn't, which I was surprised. So I got a bit of ISK come in. I did a bit of a write-up for the updates coming through, so that's another $500 million, which is just winning.
You're winning.
Oh, and by the way, every time I lose a Vexor doing some Intosis bullshit in Fade, I get paid ISK. So
what? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on.
You lose a ship.
He's got a reverse Vexor.
You lose a ship and you get paid to lose it.
Yep. The insurance in the SRP means every time it blows up, I make money. If I kill a single sector, we've broken even. If I kill 2, I'm barring.
Can I just point out that this is actually one of Aerith's main plans? He combined the broken window fallacy, right, with the whole Keynesian stimulus model, and he came up with this. It's amazing. It's a stimulus economy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was lost on half of the fucking group. Sorry.
All right. So
ignore the 10 Vexors on my kill board, but.
So let's go down here to the Scythe.
I have to go and defend my house from a Nerf assault here in about 5 minutes, so I'll be right back.
A Nerf assault? All right.
It's a Nerf assault.
Go.
He won't be back.
No, hurry up. I'm just pointing this at the door right now.
These are your last minutes. Just say goodbye.
Yeah. Say goodbye. Goodbye, Scythe. Go kill something with a Nerf bomb.
I heard.
I'm gonna just watch.
By the way, he shot this Nerf gun, and it's like, holy crap, is that damn loud? I mean, Jesus Christ.
It uses motors. Like
they're really simulating the battlefield, right? Like you have to have earplugs in,
wheels and shit. I was shooting it with the webcam on. If I do it with the headset mic on, it's actually quieter.
Alrighty. Para, shout us out something here at the end.
I just want to, let everybody know that we'll be doing timeshares on super carriers in the near future. You should look for that. The super carrier timeshare, I think, is a stimulus package that'll let you two actually get into the fight, and instead of hanging out it staging like I did in a fax machine the whole time. I thought in a fax machine I was sure to see some action in that Keepstar battle, but they forgot to shoot back. What can you do?
Oh, you lived in a fax through a super battle.
I lived in a fax through the whole Keepstar thing, and we were never called in because NC Dot forgot to shoot back.
Oh, I thought perhaps you would Cloaky.
Oh, it's back here. It's hard to find.
It's hard to find. Oh yeah. Oh.
But it's here. I've got my Cloaky fax machine at all times with me.
Oh, good. There we go. And there you have it, folks. The Cloaky fax here live.
Cloaky fax machine
on Push to Talk. Second time.
You never know when that's going to be in a Rorqual field. You're going to drop on a Rorqual someday, and that's suddenly, boom, Cloaky fax.
There you go. Get out. Boom. Boom. All right, so the only thing that I can think of in the closing segment is RJ keeps showing this freaking Twinkie and varying its size. So I keep thinking of Ghostbusters, and, if this paranormal activity represented a Twinkie, it'd be fucking huge. And
that's a big Twinkie.
So that's a big Twinkie. That's all I've got for the show today. I want to thank everybody in the audience for being so active in chat. We love it when people are chatting a lot during the show. Thank you everybody for watching the show. We appreciate your time out on a Saturday afternoon watching the show. For those who ask, the Meta Show is generally about 2 hours after us. It is about an hour and 50 minutes from now, the Meta Show will be here on INN. So, and there's a reminder, FatBee TV, INN, they are all just great Twitch channels that you should all watch all the time.
We got a last minute follow from Skillzone Tava.
Oh, last minute follow. Thank you very much, Skillzone Tommy. And with that, we are out of here. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you.